Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. In times of stress, we might find ourselves turning to some of our favorite comfort foods. And today, Dr. Courtney Luecking, registered dietitian and extension specialist for nutrition and health, is here to talk to us a little bit about that. Good morning, Courtney.
Good morning, Kristi.
Now, Courtney, why is it that in times of stress, I want my comfort foods, cupcakes and pizza?
Yes, so the foods we eat and the moods and the emotional states like stress that we experience, they're actually closely linked. And so foods can influence how we feel, and the reverse, how we feel, can influence our food choices and how much we eat. And as you mentioned, we are under a lot of stress right now. And the reasons we're stressed are different for everyone, but our bodies are responding in similar ways. And with these long periods of stress, our body's stress response system is staying turned on. And this means we have higher than normal levels of stress hormones. And in turn, this can, amongst other things, increase our appetites for foods that are high in sugar, fat, and or sodium. So just like you mentioned with those cupcakes and things.
Yes, I was wondering, what is it about those high sugar and high fat foods that make them our favorites?
Okay, so I want you and everyone watching to take a quick second to think about what are your favorite comfort foods? And then I'd like you to share, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel happy and relaxed when I eat them.
Okay, you hit the nail on the head. So our brains have reward pathways, and these pathways can motivate us, they help us learn, but they also prompt pleasurable feelings, like you said, happy and relaxed. And so as a result, they influence our behavior. And those foods high in fat and sugar are particularly rewarding historically because it was a sign that these foods had energy in times that maybe there wasn't a lot of energy to be had. And now there's actually some evidence that eating these highly pleasurable foods can in fact reduce signs of stress or anxiety or other negative feelings, but this is actually only temporary or short-lived, unfortunately.
Now, Courtney, let's flip it and talk about how food influences our mood.
Once we eat food, our bodies begin a series of processes to break it down and figure out what to do with it. Should our body use the energy or should it store it? And these require a variety of hormones that are also linked with other body processes that can ultimately influence our mood and our appetite, so how much we feel like eating. Essentially, there's a lot of back and forth communication between the body and the brain. And research is continuing to evolve, but they've identified a number of specific nutrients that seem to be linked with emotions and moods, but we're still trying to understand why or how. And some examples of these include omega-3 fatty acids that are typically found in fatty fish like sardines or salmon, nuts and seeds like walnuts or chia seeds, and cooking oils. Other nutrients include iron and some B vitamins. And what we're finding is that not enough of these can typically be associated with more negative moods.
So, Courtney, what are the nutrition recommendations for supporting healthy brain and positive mood?
We have a couple tips. One is to stay hydrated, which we may not have thought about at first, but not having enough fluids can make our brains feel kind of foggy or have us feel sluggish. So just being sure to drink plenty of water or other unsweetened beverages throughout the day will help. Manage caffeine. Although oftentimes we feel like we need it, it is a stimulant and can kind of heighten feelings of anxiety or stress. We want to eat regularly so that we can keep those blood sugar levels more stable and cut down the highs and lows that may leave us feeling frantic or changes in our mood. And then we want to focus on a variety of those healthy foods like fruit and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats from nuts and seeds. There's emerging research that these types of eating patterns that focus on plant-based foods can also protect us and lower our risk for dementia.
All right, Courtney. Now, if someone has more questions or just wants some guidance on food and mood, where can they go?
A great resource for mood or just general health is MyPlate.gov, and then local extension offices are a great resource for putting information into action.
Well, Courtney, thank you so much for being here today. And if you are watching and would like more resources on food and mood, contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have a great day.